All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is, Demetrious. And so my whole topic was about how social media can influence or promote undergraduates that are in digital media. And so basically, as you can see here, wait, which, are you looking at the PDF or the, okay.
We are looking at the PDF of your poster
Oh, okay, I just want to
on
make sure.
your screen. So if you need us to look at something specifically, like your background, zoom in on that so
Okay,
that we can see it because it's small.
all right.
Okay, thank you. And no, go ahead, please. I'm excited.
Okay, so this is basically the overview of what I'm going to be talking about today. So this is my poster. It kind of covers pretty much the same stuff I'm going to be talking about, but I'll get into more detail later on. So basically, for this research, I am basically just analyzing how social media can be beneficial to undergraduate students in the digital media program. This will be important because this will help determine the positive effects social media has for students that want to promote themselves using um, social networking. For the method, I basically used SurveyMonkey um, to kind of get people's kind of their response as to what type of social media they prefer to use, also what kind of emphasis they are interested in. Um, and so I basically used that. My results are here. This is basically my charts. Um, and so, yeah, this is basically my poster. All right, so for the presentation, okay, so background, it's basically what I just talked about earlier, is like how can social media be beneficial, but well, basically, I kind of want to talk about digital media as first, since it's usually like more accessible and convenient for a lot of people. Like since um, over the past decade, it has been kind of rising in popularity, as well as social media, which is already kind of being the most used. Um, but yeah, and this is usually I couldn't think of much of the problem statement other than like other issues or what can be like detrimental to using social media and stuff like that. And let's see. And so for the lit review, I kind of basically kind of looked everything up online. Basically, mostly for digital media, since that is a topic that I want to kind of look into first, and then kind of see how that can fit in with using social media. Um, and so there's like what for the term digital media is basically like using various components of media, which is like using video or sound that can be digitally transferred across the network. Um, and so I also have a quote here, which is like digital media has shifted beyond the virtual world and expands across all facets of modern lifestyle and culture. Um, and so, yeah, and then it's basically the research, like the stuff for digital media. Like most of the topics that I looked at, they were usually mostly about like how digital media can affect the lifestyle of the user, and it's kind of the same way with as well. It's like how it can affect them like mentally or economically, um, and stuff like that. Okay, so for the methodology, okay, like I mentioned earlier, I used SurveyMonkey to post my survey across um, social apps. There wasn't any way for me to reach students on campus due to what's happening right now. So I pretty much use like apps such as Discord and GroupMe to get people's um, response from my questions. And so far, I've only gotten up to 18 response, which I think is good enough. Kind of helped me determine the overall usage of the social media as well as their preferred use of emphasis. Let's go. And then the results. So basically, I kind of picked the ones that seem to kind of fit with my my topic, and so yeah, and surprisingly, a lot of the responders are mostly from motion media, which is kind of interesting because usually you'll see a lot of video and stuff like that, and like animation on like on Instagram or Facebook, and so I thought that was pretty neat. And what's surprising is that Instagram is basically like one of the most preferred social media platforms as of now, which is beating Facebook and Twitter. And of course, half of the responders are more than likely to use social media to promote themselves. Um, and so basically overall, so basically like overall, like half of the participants that use social media, they're more than likely to um, use that to promote themselves. Um, let's see. And basically what I was mentioning earlier as well. And let's see. Yeah, and also, I also do believe that social media does influence undergraduates, as this also is kind of basically like a gateway um, to using social media platforms. Or I'm sorry. Um, it's a gateway to find more opportunities and kind of build up their own skills, so that way they'll be more prepared in the job market. And for recommendations, I honestly think that digital media specialists, I believe that they should consider connecting with undergraduates through online, as this would not only find the right people, but this can also know these students like personally, and see how well they do their work. And also, this would also increase potential growth and productivity of the the company, and that's pretty much it.